I told you as I memorized Romans 12, we would come back and I would take apart every one of them. Tonight we're on verse 3. But for by the grace given to me, I tell every one of you not to think of himself more highly than he should think. Instead, think sensibly. I'd always remember that because I'd picture me doing it in a Paul Bryant voice, the coach of Alabama. Instead, think sensibly. Anyway, as God has distributed a measure of faith to each one. And I thought about how this applies to my life. I teach 4 or 5 boys on Wednesday night. And tonight, I tried to show them how I memorize Scripture and writing it down 3 times. And they accused me of having memorized the whole Bible. And I thought, sometimes you see to back up and go, I am not all that. My wife laughs at me. Here we go. Yep, there we go. See, my wife will tell you, I'm not all that. I think of all the weaknesses that I have. And I think of how much I struggle. And I think of how easy I have my life. I have a couple of, one Pakistani pastor that I've gotten to interact with just a little bit, and another one who loves everything I do and wants me to come preach for him. And I thought, what would I ever say? You see, in America, we have it easy. We don't face persecution every day. Persecution is a thought to us, like, well, I think it exists. But yet persecution to the Pakistanis is real. I feel so unqualified. And then I think, I can't even get Americans, I can't even encourage you with success to pray for Muslims around the world. I mean, just to take 3 minutes out of your day, out of your scroll, slow your scroll for 3 minutes and pray that God would bind the demons who are blinding the minds of unbelievers, that Muslims would have freedom to see Jesus as he is and see him for who he is. And yet, I'm just not successful at that. But each of us has been given a measure of faith, and each of us has a responsibility for using that measure of faith as God has directed us. For me, my stammering tongue reads scriptures and try to explain things to you, and I might touch 1 or 2 lives. But you have people you can touch. May not change the world, but you can change someone for Jesus.